students, very warm welcome to all of you in our channel called as Vedantu 9/10 English channel, and your Anubha ma'am is welcoming you all to the session. Session is very important for all the ICSE students because this is a new chapter, so be very happy because ma'am came up with a new chapter. The chapter is chemical bonding and going to be very important, not for only 10th class, but this is like a basic chapter that you must know to ensure that you are gaining so much of knowledge that will help you out in your 11th and 12th class also, if you are definitely really want to take science further. Alright, otherwise 10th definitely necessary to do here. So before starting, I really want to give you some information, and then we are going to start that how online education, specifically if I talk about Vedantu, how can this platform will help you to solve your problems. Problems are like what? These are the kind of problems you face. As if your doubts are not getting solved. Ma'am, we have so many doubts, but in the schools, in all the offline coaching medium, we are not able to solve our doubts. They will remain doubts and they will haunt us in the exam time also. We don't get proper notes, and whatever we write, if we'll write the same thing in the exam, our teacher is like, if you write this way, you will get this much marks only. And we feel so unsatisfied that we could do better. It's just I don't know how to write. So please make sure that you should get good notes. You should know how to write properly. After every session, there must be some assignments that you should solve. Otherwise, how can you ensure that you got the topic clearly? So that will you can get apart from all the tests. Like every 15 days, you will be having a test at Vedantu, so that whatever has been done in all those 15 days, you are super clear with that. Competitive exams preparation like JSTSC, NTSC, Olympiad, JEE, NEET, all the exams you can prepare side by side with your ICSE board. Apart from that, choice of schedule and choice of language is the best thing that you can have on this platform, because you can choose your own schedule. You are the master of your own fate. Yeah, it's like a famous line of a very good song. I hope you know that. But yeah, that's true. If you want to attend a session at 4 p.m., 7 p.m., 8:30 p.m., it's all up to your choice. 12 p.m., it's all up to your choice. You can make your schedule according to the time that you have. Okay? And then choice of language. Whether you want to study everything in English, whether you want to study everything in Hindi, you can definitely choose over there. All the problems came up with only one solution. That solution is Vedantu, because you will get so much of extra bonuses like unlimited live classes. Yes, you heard it right. If you're free, you can attend even up to 7 to 10 classes. And if you're not free, you can attend 1 to 2 classes. It's all up to you. You can manage everything here according to your comfort level. And then all the micro courses, chapter based courses. If any of the topic is not clear, you can take the micro course, that too absolutely free, and you can clear out with the help of all the master teachers and class teachers along with them, who tried their level best to solve each and every doubt. And crash courses, midterm crash courses, and then final exam type crash courses, performance reports after every session, that how you were throughout the session, how much answers you have given right, how active you are throughout the session, so that you can have this real time analysis that how much you got in the session. Personalized attention with all the master teachers. They will definitely make sure that all of your doubts can get solved and you will get everything. All the class teachers will also try their level best that you, after the session, will take a very good memory that yes, I got everything and now I'm so much interested in my studies. And you have just these solution. Solution is what? You have to copy this link, that is vdnt.in/ytpro, and after that, when you visit this link, they'll ask you to choose your own grade and your target. You can choose your own subscription for 1 month, 3 months and 6 months accordingly. If I talk about monetary benefits, then definitely longer will be the course, more benefits you will get. And the code is AGPRO, Anubha Gaur English channel, and then pro subscription. Do not miss it. Okay, like this you can do. After opening the link, they'll ask you to choose your own grade. You can select here ICSE and then just get subscription, and that is for 1 month, 2699 after discount. After applying AGEPRO code, you will get it in 2294. If I talk about 3 months after discount, 6999, and AGPRO code will help you to reduce it further, and you will pay just 1983 rupees per month. For 6 months maximum discount, the course was just for 11499. After applying AGEPRO code extra discount, you will save up to 40%, and per month you are just paying 1629 rupees. It's like hardly 10 rupees per lecture, which is not that much. It's like, I guess, the cheapest one. Alright, so I think you will be definitely interested in the same. Do let me know in case of any queries. Do visit the link. Do not forget to apply the coupon code, that is AGE Pro. Alright, and I know that you're like, now let's start the session, because we're super excited for this new chapter. And trust me, we will say that yes ma'am, we did a great job and all the topics are super clear. So let's talk about what is chemical bonding, what are the different types of chemical bonding, and let's begin the journey. Give me a quick thumbs up. Yes ma'am, super ready, super excited, and very high josh we are having. All right my students, let me take you to the world of chemical bonding. But before going, let me just ask you some simple questions. I have shown you image of rusting of iron. Iron was a grayish white metal. Why this happened to iron that it turned like this, reddish brown? If I talk about these metals like lithium, sodium, potassium, I can't keep it just like that in the atmosphere, and we have to keep them into kerosene oil. But why? The question is why? Why the iron got rusted? Why my lithium, potassium, sodium is or should be kept in kerosene oil? What will happen if I just put it in air? Something will happen, right? Because if I talk about iron that gets corroded, there must be a particular reason. If I put my lithium, sodium, potassium in air, then it might do something that I really wanted to stop. That's why I kept it in kerosene oil. But what was that? So if I talk about sodium, students, or lithium, potassium, they are very highly reactive metal. Means they really want to react. And how do they react? By either loss of electron, by gain of electron, or by sharing of their electron. And yes, they react with the atmospheric oxygen to give respective oxides. And yes, very much exothermic kind of a reaction. So much amount of energy is going to, release. But why? Why they are so reactive? Again, if I talk about iron, why it is reacting with the atmospheric oxygen and water vapors, moisture, to give this formula iron oxide with some X molecule of water. There must be some reason, right? There must be some reason that why they has to do, why they has to react. That's what we want to know in this chapter, chemical bonding, and all of our doubts can get clear, that iron somehow is feeling stability to convert to iron oxide. My lithium, sodium, potassium, by reacting with oxygen, is somehow making some stable product, and everyone wants stability. That's why they are reacting. That's what we want to know in chemical bonding. Interesting, right? So let's be curious and let's solve all our problems that we are facing, and let's understand that. All right. So conclusion is what? Why these metals are doing this? Just to achieve stability. And how do they achieve stability, everyone? We will discuss that by loss of electron, gain of electron, and somehow by sharing of electrons. And when they do that, they are going to combine with the other element, and they will combine by making a chemical bond. So what exactly is a chemical bond, everyone? That's just a force of attraction that is holding two atoms together. So when I talk about water, students, this is what the structure of water, HOH. So hydrogen oxygen is making this bond. What this bond is, it is like a force which is holding them together, and more of like a balance force. Why I'm telling balance force? Students, I'm talking about this atom, okay? These are having a nucleus and electron. This atom, nucleus and having electron. So when these atoms has to come together, why? By reacting. Why? Because one might lose electron, one might gain electron and really want to come close. This electron will show some kind of force of attraction to this nucleus because of opposite charge. This nucleus, again on the same end, can apply its force of attraction to these electrons. This nucleus can also apply its force of attraction on these electrons. Force of attraction. But then when they come close, these electrons and the electron present on the other atom will repel. these nucleus will also repel. As in, opposite charge will attract and same charge will repel. So it's kind of that balance force which is keeping the atom together, balance force between this force of attraction and force of repulsion. That balance force which is helping to keep them together. That's what a chemical bond is. Alright, that's what a chemical bond is. And you have so many examples in front of you. Let me just clear the space. You will be able to see, yes, hydrogen are holding them together because they have some force of attraction. Yeah, a balance force between them. Same with nitrogen, oxygen. It's just there is a difference when I talk about the molecules like NaCl or when I talk about the molecules like N2O2, and we just need to figure out that what's that difference. So let me take you that what are the reasons to form bonding and what kind of bonding they'll show. So what are the reasons they'll combine with the other atom? Because yes, they want stability. They will feel stable after losing or gaining of electron. And the second reason is to attain minimum energy level. Less is the energy, more is the stability. Alright, you have less energy, you're like, I'm in my stable form, I'm so happy, that lazy one, right? So for all the elements, they achieve stability by having minimum energy. Do understand that thing. And to complete octet or duplet. Duplet rule only applicable for first shell because that is just having a capacity of 2 electrons. Apart from that, whenever you talk about any of the shell, octet rule will be applied, means the shell will be stable having 8 electron, and just to have 8 electron, sometime your element will lose electron, sometime will gain electron. So do remember that. Okay, so these are the reasons to be feel stable, and that you must know. And what is that octet rule that I told you? Octet means 8. So that's what 8 electron rule is. And what's that? That my element is having a tendency to have 8 electrons in their valence shell because that's kind of giving stability to my element, and that's how element is going to combine except the first shell. Hydrogen you can see is combining with the other hydrogen. Chlorine you can see combining with other chlorine. Carbon is combining with 4 hydrogen. Your oxygen with 2 hydrogen to give H2O. So why basically these compounds are formed? We should know that, right? How? So we will talk about that in detail, what these kind of structures are, and let's talk about these mode of chemical composition. First of all, that is when your element will lose its electron to the other element and that will gain. That means complete transfer of one or more electrons from one element to the other element. And the second one is just sharing of electrons between the two. So we can't discuss everything in one session. We'll divide the session in some 3 to 4 sessions. In this session, we'll talk about this one, and in the next session, we'll talk about sharing of electrons. Alright, and sharing of electrons is the topic that we have to understand in second session. This is the very first topic, that is ionic bonding, which is also called as electrovalent bonding. Ionic word is giving you some insight, which is made up of ions. Yes, you heard it right. That's the kind of bond that is formed by complete transfer of electron from one atom to other, and the kind of bond formed is ionic. How come? That is formed by metal and non-metal when metal combines with the non-metal. And how so? Metal has a tendency to lose its electron to achieve stability, and non-metal on the other hand has a tendency to gain electron to achieve stability. Example in front of you, I have sodium and I have chlorine 287. I wrote its configuration. Sodium believes in losing the electron and chlorine believes in gaining the electron. When the electron is lost, my metal gets positive charge. When electron is gained, my non-metal gain negative charge, and the amount of positive and negative charges totally depend upon the number of electron lost or gained. This is what ionic compound is, made up of ions, positive and negative ions, cation and anion. Positive charge is cation, negative charge is anion. And the force of attraction is very strong between them, which is holding them together, called as electrostatic force of attraction between opposite ions. So that is something that helps to make this ionic bond very strong, and that's how they are solid, because solid has high force of attraction and they have very high melting boiling point also. It's like with the help of one example, we understood this problem very clearly. Let me tell you some more example. And example you can see NaCl, metal, non-metal, metal, non-metal, metal, non-metal. Okay, this is how they will lose their electron to non-metal, and there will be complete transfer of electron. That's why a complete positive and negative charge. Look at one more example. I had sodium 281, I had fluorine 27. I wrote its configuration. It's losing this one electron because it will follow octet rule and will be stable. It will gain that one electron because it will have 8 electron now and it will be stable. By loss of one electron lost, one positive charge. One electron gain, one negative charge, and you got your ionic compound. An ionic compound can never be shown by any dash line. This is like a force of attraction between opposite ions, and there is no need to show them by a dash. That's a second kind of a bonding that we will understand in the next chapter. I mean next session. Alright? Yes, this example is super clear, but we should know the properties. We should know some more examples. So let's see, we'll discuss it right now. I hope this point is clear, that how my ionic compounds have very high boiling and melting point, and they are having very strong force of attraction to overcome this force of attraction. If I talk about NaCl, they have this melting point around 800 degrees Celsius. Pretty much, huh? Yeah, because this force of attraction is very, very high, called as electrostatic force of attraction. Alright, so these are having a very high force of attraction, that's why high melting and boiling point, and definitely solid in nature, that too crystalline solid. They have this appearance, crystalline solid, crystal type solids. Alright, very nice. You can see this electrostatic force of attraction between opposite ions. This is how they'll arrange themselves. Na positive n times, Cl negative n times, arrange in such a way that first a positive, then a negative, positive, negative. This arrangement will keep on repeating itself. So why chlorine with a big ion? Because that's a bigger ion, size is more than the sodium one. Alright, so you should know that, please do not forget it. It forms crystal, I told you, crystalline appearance. That's like a quick thumbs up, ma'am, this you told, and it's pretty much clear. They have this crystalline appearance. They are present in a very good and close kind of a lattice and gives this kind of appearance. Very good to know that. And if I talk about their solubility, they are soluble in water, but they are not soluble in solvents like oil, petrol and kerosene. Why? What's the reason they are soluble in water? Suppose I'm talking about NaCl. Whenever you put it in water, water helps to dissociate them into ions, and these ions will be stabilized by water molecules in terms of stabilizing their ions. Look at this. As soon as you put it in water, this is my Na positive, this is my Cl negative. My water molecules are gathering around it to get stability, because Na positive cation, how it will be stable? My H2O will gather around itself in such a way that its negatively charged oxygen will apply some force of attraction on Na positive. It's negatively charged oxygen, this is H, this is O. Oxygen is somehow negative charge, being a non-metal, hydrogen being a positive charge, being by losing of its electron to oxygen. So slight kind of force of attraction which is holding them together. Same in case of chloride, water will arrange in such a way that negative charge will be stabilized by the positive charge. So now arrangement is like this. This is my water, looks like Mickey Mouse head, but yeah, no, chloride, and now hydrogen is towards it with the positive charge, slight positive charge, delta positive charge, that I'll tell you in the next session also in the covalent compound chapter. Delta is not a complete charge but a small positive charge, and this is like helping to put them in this frame and they are getting stability. So water helps to dissociate them and making it stable by gathering around them and giving stability. Alright, so this is very much important to know. Do remember it. Ionic compounds are water soluble but not soluble in petrol, kerosene and all, because they can't do this arrangement. They can't gather around my ions and give stability. These ions will not be converted into ions, means my ionic compounds will never give you ions in petrol, kerosene and all. So it's like kind of important to know. Yeah, so yes. And if I talk about that how they'll conduct electricity, so do remember it, either in their molten form or in aqueous solution form they can conduct electricity. In solid form they can never conduct electricity. Because I think we know now, in the solid form, they are very strongly attached with each other with a very high force of attraction. And when you take, like in the solid form and try to pass electricity, they are not having free ions, they can't conduct electricity. But in case of molten NaCl, or by taking aqueous solution of NaCl by putting them into water, they have free ions. Why? Molten means I have heated it enough, I got a paste where I have overcome the force between Na positive and Cl negative, and the force is like now a bit weak. So when electricity is passed, these ions can respectively move towards your cathode and anode, which is like the two poles of the battery, and as the ions are moving, the electricity can be conducted. Na positive, Cl negative, Na positive towards negative and Cl negative towards positive. And ions are moving, electricity will be conducted. Same in aqueous solution, because water is also helping them to convert into ions. But in solid form, do remember, ionic compounds can never conduct electricity in solid form. Alright, so this is also clear. Now the main topic will also come. I've taught you all the main things only, but this is also one of the important things, and question can definitely come from this, that how you can make the Lewis dot structure. How you can make the Lewis dot structure of ionic compound where metal is losing, transferring its electron to non-metal. Look at this. Write the chemical symbol of the element. Suppose I'm talking about magnesium oxide. I'll write the symbol magnesium and oxygen. Represent the valence electron around the symbol in form of dot or star. Magnesium is having 2 valence electron. Why? This is its arrangement. So I made 2 dot. Oxygen configuration is 2 6. I'm making 6 star. Why star? Just to have difference in between magnesium and oxygen's valence electron. To show the transfer of 1 electron, use half-headed arrow. To show the transfer of 2 electrons, show the full-headed arrow. So I need to show the 2 electron transfer, 2 electrons, full-headed arrow. If that would be NaCl, Na with 1 electron, Cl with 7 electron, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I will be using a half-headed arrow. Half-headed arrow, okay? And then this is the way I'll show the charge over there. How magnesium is losing 2 electron, it becomes magnesium plus 2. Oxygen had 6 electron of its own. 2 electron it has taken from magnesium, which I have shown by dot. That's why this different arrangement, and minus 2. Na positive, Cl 7 of its own and 1 of its other one, and negative charge. Easy? I think it's easy. You can see all the example in front of you. Na losing 1 electron, transferring 1 electron to chlorine, half-headed arrow. I have shown the charge, and when I combine 1 positive, 1 negative, cancel each other, I got my ionic compound, and definitely neutral, because total positive and total negative must be equal. That's why the sharing is in that way. Alright? Magnesium chloride in front of you. 1 magnesium is having 2 electron in the last shell. Every chlorine is having 7 electron in the last shell. Yes, this is its arrangement. 287, 287. Magnesium wanted to lose 2 electron because it will be stable. Every chlorine wanted 1 electron to achieve stability. So magnesium is like no partiality. 1 electron to this chlorine, 1 electron to this chlorine. How much electron magnesium has lost? 2. How much electron my chlorine is getting? 1. How many chlorine? 2. So 2 chlorine, a negative charge, because every chlorine get 1 electron chloride. And overall, how will I write it? Magnesium chloride in this way, because here at the bottom, at the subscript, I write the number of atom. So 1 magnesium, 2 chlorine. Is total charge balanced? Yes, plus 2 and minus 2. That's the main requirement we need to check, that whether we have written in a clear way. Magnesium oxide, I've already discussed, 2 electron it will lose, and I'll show the full arrow. And magnesium plus 2, oxygen by taking these 2 electron, minus 2. Plus 2, minus 2, same charge. I got my magnesium oxide. I think this was so easy. So what did we learn today? How two elements are going to combine? Do remember, they are going to have a balance force in between them, and that balance force is a force between force of attraction and the force of repulsion. Yeah? Yes. Octet rule we did talk about, types of chemical bonding. We did one part, that is electrovalent bonding or ionic bonding. Ionic bonding is also called as electrovalent bonding because of transfer of electron. And will you do some homework? Try the electron dot structure for aluminium oxide, and please do let me know in the comment section because it's very necessary. Do let me know if whatever I've taught you is super clear and all the positive messages, all your messages, what you want to learn, and everything is totally welcome. And next session, we'll definitely talk about covalent bonding and coordinate covalent bonding also. So please do not miss out any session. You can choose your grade, be a part of Vedantu, be a part of Happy Vedantu family by selecting your grade, selecting your target ICSE, and get your subscription for 1 month, 3 months and 6 months with the extra discount that you're going to get if you'll apply the coupon code AGE Anubha Gaur English Pro subscription. Extra discount with the 6 months, that is 1629 rupees per month, hardly I guess 10 rupees per session. Not a bad deal. And I'm taking ICSE and all the students, and we have so much fun and we learn in the very good way, and it's like fun, quiz, and all the topics must be super clear. That's what we do at Vedantu, keeping you guys at the center. So please do remember that. This is the link that you have to visit, and this is the code that you want to know. That is AGEPRO, because that will give you special discount, and everyone loves discount. Yes, thank you so much guys for watching. Please do support this channel equally. And I know that most of you are part of the previous 910 channel also. This is a new channel, English channel, just made for all of you so that we can support you guys with the best possible way. And all we need is your support in the return. And do reach out to me on my email ID. Do subscribe to channel. Please hit the like button. Share it to your friends so that they can also come and join. And I'll take a leave right now. Please take care of yourself. Bye bye. All the very best for your exams. I will meet soon to you. Bye bye.